was checking my notes and snacking a little bit. Let's go find this clue. Alright, it's this water area here. Right here? Right by Black Comb? Yeah! The gentle sun of flowing water. The gentle sound of flowing water. The sunlight through scattered clouds. A reset. Honestly, it is very pretty when the sun breaks through scattered clouds and it like makes almost like a rippling effect on the surface, like how it does through water. You know, it's like I think it's like for refracted light or something like that. I don't remember my science class, but I love it. Okay, let's put that away. I was debating on whether I would just startle the cat or if I would want to pet the cat. I decided it'd be nice to pet the cat. Hey man, what's up? Fox Button was no help. I'm afraid the sister still refuses to speak to me openly. With me. Yeah. Not that I have time to pursue it properly. Rushed off my feet this week. It's been a long there's been a body found at the Swinside stone circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. Don't suppose you've got anything to help me keep my lunch down? My stomach never coped too well with the grisly ones. Oh yeah, I forgot. I already labeled you and you're ready to go. I don't even need the book. I prepared. Oh, poor kitty. Morning. Veronica Green handed me this to you. Handed me this for you. She seems in a good mood. That's good. She should be. She's sending me gifts and presents and letters. And I am the bestest of friends. And totally not malicious. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grizzledale Forest, just northeast of Rustlin. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me in the sisterhood if the sisterhood hadn't given me a moment. And give me a moment alone, but they seemed overly protective lately. Okay, sorry. I was reading that with my eyes, and I wasn't comprehending any of that. It said northeast of Rust. Right here. For a moment, I stepped off the road. I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly, I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short elbows. Punch him in the mouth. Just aim for the teeth. Okay, fine. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest by order of the Abbey. The Abbey's dead. I don't think you have a place to tell me what to say or where I can go, what to do in this woods, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I might have a few tricks up my sleeve. I remember it being this one, I think. Because I think they gave me this one. They gave me their own antidote to their own guarded self. Alright. Yeah. Yep. That's right. I am manipulating you with your own plants, and you can't do nothing about it. Okay. With the help of the mellow girl, I walked right past the sisters without them paying me any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Veronica talked about and take my leave. I think Veronica is one of those names I don't think I could ever name my kid. It's not because of anything bad or I've had a bad experience with Veronica. It's just, I don't know. I don't like how it tastes on my tongue when I say it. When it's someone else's name, I don't care. But, like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. I'm afraid the company you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are strong as ever. The woman in the dream mask appears in my dream every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her, that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dream feels like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down the abyss, but I'm afraid. Okay. I don't think we need her alive for what I'm about to do. Yeah, we don't need her alive. We don't need her sane. Well, I mean, I've sided with her this whole time, so I think it's time for a little payback. You know, just a little payback. She did, in fact, like, take over the servant at one point, and she did, you know, get mad at me and angry with me when I betrayed her after she was planning to betray me. You know what I mean? Like, complicated relationships. Go talk to the demon. Just be happy that I can't actually commit real witchcraft in real life, babe. I wouldn't kill nobody, but I definitely would be petty. Like,
I don't know about that.
I would definitely be the one to kind of make people dream things. Because you know how, like, creative I can get in dreams. Like, or with storytelling. I'd make people dream that they fell into a Lego pit naked. Combine that with phantom pain and phantom falling is the worst thing ever. Sorry, she's talking and I'm completely going off of my ideas of what would happen. I don't come to Undermere very often, but I heard about your shop and I said that to Francis, we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town. Okay. That's my home, by the way. You really shouldn't call it dreary. And the rain is very lovely. I'm the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of... And it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded, there we go. It doesn't look like it's how it should be said to me. For whatever reason, it just looks wrong. I persuaded him that the trip would do him some good, and besides, hope he wanted to take a boat on the lake. Okay, that's fair. You must come to Cydric. We have a small library with some books on plants, but that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I am sure that you would be interested in the horticulturist, interested to a horticulturist yourself. Okay. So she's invited me to her library. I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elizabeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing to a plant that I do not recognize. But before I could stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I am quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have the time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elizabeth cries as I make it to leave. She thrusts the plant from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. Yay! They're actually very useful plants too. I actually find the idea of like when she said that she didn't get really a word in, and then she was really like tired from the conversation. I feel that in so many ways because I get exhausted socializing with people, and when they're really excited to meet you, it's like a golden retriever that wants pets, but socially, it's exhausting. Exhausting. Have I seen you before? Mushroom, red spores, moves in the dark. That's all I've got. Any ideas? Wandering blue? Can I give you the wrong one? It's called it slowly moves. Like it moves in the dark. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I had more customers like that coming in off and on, because it's really cool to see their it seems like a more reason, like kind of way of how's it word? It seems like more of a customer interaction, you know. And the customers being like, "Where's this flavor of whatever?" You know. They're saying Black Comb is haunted now. Yeah. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers, and all. But then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Either way, there's something evil in the hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man in Sideswine. I'm coming to get Stinking Cap. Yeah, this is what you want. I was about to say, I mean, technically speaking, everyone can talk to squirrels. It's just that they don't understand you. Unless you chase after them, then they understand that. They understand the idea of the predator coming after them. But, yeah, they don't understand the length. Hey, look, I've chased a lot of squirrels off my land to get away from, because they're taking the bird seeds. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by, I think it's tuberculosis, but I don't think it is quite the right thing. It's a common sickness, so back in the day. The girl drew inward as her father turned to the drink. The question is, though, was her father just drinking? Or was he, like, drunk to the point that he, didn't, like, was he not taking care of her? Or was it kind of the drinking that, like, she just watched it tear him apart? You know? Was he violent? Like, I always say this because here's the thing. No matter if he was violent or not, the fact that he was drinking too much to not pay attention to his daughter's disappearance, you know, tells. But I'm kind of curious because it would be interesting to see a character who's sad, but not necessarily being intentionally malicious to his wife or to his daughter or in his daughter's memory and that kind of thing. I think a lot of times when they put drunks in books and movies, they're always abusive. But I think that neglectful can also be abusive, but without it being hateful. She lived alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east, where the Everhart grows. See, this is the thing too. It says that the Everhart grows, and I know when we go there, it won't be there anymore. 1, 2, 3. See, this makes me so sad. It makes me so sad that he like was so out of it that he didn't know where his daughter went. You know what I mean? She's 15. It's really hard to like lose track of your 15-year-old child. So as I said, I kind of wish there was more information as to what exactly drove the daughter away, other than him just not being present. Was he not being present in the sense that he was, you know, not taking care of her, not feeding them, drinking away all their income, so there was nothing to eat, that kind of stuff. I think hold up, let's see here. Was the castle she said that she lived in? Alone the castle, oh yes, it's this one up here. It's on 1 row down. She buried her husband 3 miles east, where the every free goes. Okay, yeah. Alright, 1, 2, 3. So I was right area, wrong row. See, like, this picture, we've already seen it several times, but the fact that it's dead just makes me sad. I do like how the story makes you feel sad sometimes, for different instances in it, of what's going on. The dead tree, its bark cracked and blackened by fire. So lightning struck it, or most likely it's lightning. Because I was about to say, it could be that someone cut it down and burned it, but since it said it's fallen over, it's probably just struck. Off to the one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. That's sad. So sad. Alright, let's start the day. Hey, I petted you. I gave you heads up warning. What have you done to me? Payback. I see the woman in the jade mask everywhere. And the creature that stands over her shoulder. I almost feel like I can sense their desires. It is afraid of the sisterhood. That much is clear. It will lay waste to them. So much death, but it can be avoided with the protection I do not know if I am awake or asleep right even now. I feel the darkness wearing at my mind. Yeah. That's what you get last time you betrayed me. It's been a few like playthroughs since then, but yeah. I remember. I remember it all. And how to smell the flowers, and it helps ease things. Okay, so it's worry. So it has flowers. I think it's this one. Yeah. I remember the leaves to me don't look right. They don't look like they match, but I think what it's supposed to be is it's these little nubs here. But I don't know. The flowers don't look. I think it's because maybe it's because the leaves end and there's no flower to speak of. To me, that's a little worrying that there's no flower. I think it'd be different if there was like a stem leaving out, you know. Okay. Hey, it's my friend Simone. How are you, my dear? I met a strange man on the road to Sigrid not 2 days ago. Strange, or still, he asked me about you. He said he had something for you. Don't ask me what. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. He said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. He was headed west, at least. I think he was. He said he was looking for a winter spring. I'll write this down for you. Anyways, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant I wanted? Yes, my dear. I've brought you the plant. I got you. Goodbye, my dear. Alright, let's go deal with this man. So it was Undermere that she said she saw he was at? Oh, no, he was over in Sig. He was over here. Yeah, it was right. This is right. Near the source of the water. So he's over here. The hermit's camp was easy to find, nestled between two boulders. Above the spring, the cooled remains of the fire ringed by stones is the only immediate sign that anyone was here. I call out, but there is no reply. The hermit is not here. Yeah. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to the one side, I discovered some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. 2 down, 3 over. I do like that it gives you the stuff back. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The camp at the Wisher Spring has led me to another camp of sort, where I am greeted by an extravagant man. Oh, yes, yes. The man says, "You must take this. Take it, take it." At his insistence, I receive the looking glass that he thrusts into my hand. He places an envelope delicately on top. Ho ho, it's no use to me anymore. Ho ho, no use. Don't forget the red, Ebony. I think it's called Ebony. I am sure he has gone quite mad. No, you don't say. Alright. We got our clue for this. We'll put this away. We'll do this later. Put this away. It's interesting that I think it's the way it's all green out right now. Hello. I'm not long for this world. I have decided that I want to be buried in a garden, a grave decorated with the rare and beautiful, like a dark huntsman with their dark covered. Okay. Oh, okay. So you want? I think it's this one that you're wanting, but let me check. Yes, you want this one. It's a very pretty flower, I'll admit. Bright eye. You know what would be kind of cool, though, is if you had a game where the flowers come in and you can do experiments on them. Kind of like how they do in real world life when they like try to figure out what plants did what. One of the experiments was to eat stuff, and they also gave it to things, like gave it to mice and things like that. So it could be cool if you could get plants and you have to experiment on them to see what their sources are, or like what they're capable of being used for. And you can also like examine their leaves, check that kind of stuff, and do kind of the stuff like that. And then when you do, you can then name them based off the information you've discovered. You know? Hello. Your reputation is growing, horticulturist. I heard you are the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire. My head feels like it's been torn in two lately. I'm looking for hemp, heart up. Yeah, you want this. You want the pretty flower that I now recognize as that. Nice. Hey, Veronica, what's up, man? Rubric, I think his name's Rubric, is what the name is. Ward has called me on my unique experience to aid in his investigation at the Sideswine Stone Circle. Unique experience, huh? He knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. I thought about telling him to suck an egg. Gave it a good long thought, actually. But my curiosity's got the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I'll bet you there's found something juicy down there. Signs of ritual sacrifice, maybe? I could do with some witch pygmy to take with me. Always comes useful. Yes, I know what you're talking about. You want this one. Let me find the page, though. I can actually just go ahead and type it, I guess. I know that this is one. Look at this. Because I think it's cute that it's called the pygmy witch. Or witch pygmy, whatever it is. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool if you could, like, name them. Like, you have a random chance of things coming into your store. And they could be kind of like any number of things. Alright, goodbye. Have a nice day. Okay. You are awake. I've never seen anybody in your shop. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business. There was someone just in here. Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have to be, especially with that damn cat here still here. Don't make me kill you. I need Bishop's Pestle for a work-related matter. Work-related matter, you say? Somehow I don't buy that. I must have found the dark, damp places feeding on any light that gets close to it. It seems to draw light, developing surrounding darkness. The gills on the underside of the mushroom are seeping a milky fluid that can be consumed to treat stomach pains. Stomach pains. I don't buy that you're using it for, like, that this is for a work-related thing. Also, there was someone just in my store. What are you talking about that there was no one in my store? There was someone literally just in my store. You literally walked right in after her. And also, just because they don't show up at the same, assuming maybe there's like, even if there's like different times between you showing up and another. Say there's like an hour or two, things like that, right? You don't know. Maybe I have orders. Like people coming in and saying, hey, I want like this thing, you know? Don't make assumptions about a business that you have no business coming into. And you come in here regularly. You all, like, You know, the funny thing is, I've actually had this happen to me when I worked in retail, when I worked at the gas station. It's really funny because it ticked me off so much. Because the people that came in, they would come in, that I would say these things, they would come at the time where it wasn't rush hour, and I would tell them that the rush hour was at this point normally, and whatnot. So they came in around, they never came in around rush time, they came in down the slow point. So like, this place must just be really hard to keep, you know, funded. I'm like, actually, we make more money than the bigger stores in town at the same company, because they have like a wing, like a expand, you know, other things, because a lot of customers liked the friendly, clean, and more like close-knit relationship that we had at our stores versus the bigger stores. You know, our turnover rate was lower too. Not long after, the girl left home. Her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go. And she did not look for her. You know? Okay. Look at that rain outside. Oh, there's lightning too? I love that. I'll admit that that's something very different from when I moved to the New York and stuff. Lightning is so much more terrifying many floors up versus when you're in the boonies and stuff. It still sounds pretty, looks cool, way terrifying. But anyways, we're gonna find this clue. We'll find this clue and then we'll swap videos. The old man of Constance looks out across the lake with blind eyes, his mind wandering with the current, flowing gently towards southwards to the fork. So the old man, which is this one, right? Over the lake, and he follows the river to the fork. So here. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if I remembered right. The heavens open up as I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I am not empty-handed. New plants today. Yeah. Like, I love the rain. As I got older, I liked the rain as a kid, but I found that when I got older, the rain actually puts me to sleep a lot better. And also snow. Like, I don't know what it is. Snow has a sound when it falls. It's just very, very subtle. I like listening to the snow falling as well. I clicked to click your head. You just didn't accept it. But actually, okay, that didn't take as long as I thought it would do. So we're gonna start a day. We might be able to get through the day. You never know. The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn it on your map in case you decide it's worth your time. It's always worth my time for plants. I actually think I can guess what this one is. I think it's this one. The air is thick. Yeah, I got it. I was pretty sure it wasn't in the marshy area. The air is thick with flying bugs, flying biting insects, an unbearable plague. I will fight against it for mere moments before I'm overwhelmed. If only I had Blue Winter to keep them at bay. Here's Blue Winter. The Blue Winter saves my skin, but the swirling mass of insects is thick in places that is so hard to see. At length, I come across what I came for and hurry away. All right. Oh, wow. It's the flower. Ding ding, who's it? Oh, hey, it's you. Thank you for your help and discreetness earlier. The Sisterhood is grateful, but the news of the Abbey was poisoned by gilded Duranian has everyone worried. Yeah, fair enough. The temporary acting Abbey is panicking. Yeah, figured that. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing. A runaway called Thea, that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her. Our Sister Charlotte remembered that Jacob's Worth is used to help locate people. Yeah, it's that one. Strange book you got there. What have you been? How have you been? It's been a time. It's been good. It is in fact a strange book, right? Strange plant of books. It's been good. We've all been relaxing, enjoying ourselves. I'm getting through Strange Horticulture really quickly, probably more quickly than I would like, but it is very fun. No, don't stop. You're not feeding me while I'm trying to record and stream. I'm on a roll! Don't ruin it for me! He wants to feed me all the time when I'm actually eating and trying to work, and I don't need it. Gotta try this out sometime. Seems like a wonderfully chill game. It is. Okay. I 100% agree if you like story-driven stuff. It has 8 different endings, and then you just sell plants all day, and you can pet the cat, which is the best bit. And it has rain. There is music that plays with it too on this game, but I turned the music off because it kept getting flagged on YouTube as being copyrighted when it's not, because it's being used fair use-wise. But I got sick and tired of it to flag it, so my first playthrough of this has music in it, and the rest of the other ones don't. but it has like rain and everything. It's got like this cool like dark story to it. I love it. Okay, we're gonna go look at Jacob's Worth. I was trying to find the Jacob's Worth name. So yeah, it's very kind of fun. Just whatever. I don't care. I don't care. We'll just go through the game. Oh, never mind. It's not. It won me over with the cat. Mechanic. Okay, fine. Yeah. See, I love this bit because you can just pet it all day long. All right, I'm gonna switch videos.
And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who